Welcome, and thank you for joining me for today's Quills Up training video. The content of the Quills Up program means nothing if the program staff don't know how to apply it. In today's video, we're going to cover training objectives, preschool presentation preparation, classroom icebreakers, program structure, preschool appropriate Q&As, classroom management tips, how to wrap up the lesson, and at the end of the video, we will learn the Quills Up song. For our training objectives, we are going to name the 3 ways students should stay away from poisons, recite the Quills Up song correctly, list the 3 main places students may encounter poisons at home, and give an example of one way to manage the chatter in a preschool classroom. When preparing to give a presentation to preschoolers, there are some important things to keep in mind. Make sure you have all the proper materials to make your presentation a success. It would stink if your students were almost done with their paper puppet art and craft, and you realize you left the popsicle sticks for them to glue on at home. Along with your arts and crafts materials, make sure you have your props, like Spike the puppet, and maybe something like a guitar or a ukulele if you know how to play. Ways that will help you grab the student's attention during your important message. And you definitely don't want to be dealing with wardrobe mishaps. Make sure you wear professional choices and plain colors. Sometimes wearing too many patterns can be distracting, even for adults. And make sure that what you're wearing is comfortable to move around in, so you can easily interact with students, like during icebreaker games. The use of icebreakers is a key part of your presentation. With this use of some simple games, students will feel more comfortable sharing and listening. One game you could use to break the ice would be a name game. My favorite name game is the bubblegum game, where we all stand close together and chew up our bubblegum. And then what do you do with bubblegum? You blow bubbles! So we're going to blow a big bubble. Freeze! Pop! And now you have the students' attention. They're excited to hear what you have to say, and they're all interacting. And we're going to sit down as a group and take turns saying our name and our favorite animal. I'll go first. My name is Miss James, and I'll be your Quills Up instructor for the day. And my favorite animal is a porcupine. What about you? And then you'll pass it on to the student next to you, and it will go around the circle. Try and say the names back to the students when they say them to you to help you remember them later. Knowing the names of your students will come in very handy for class management. Once you've finished the game, have the students gather on the mat in front of the board or go back to their seats to listen to your presentation. Start by introducing your topic. Tell them about your important message. And this is a good opportunity for you to introduce Spike the porcupine puppet so they can help you throughout the presentation. Spike is here with me today to help me talk to you guys about something very important, which leads into definitions and discussions. You should teach the student about how to quills up, stay away, by not touching, smelling, or tasting dangerous items or items they're unsure of. Also use this time to teach the students about places in their home where these items are commonly found, like the kitchen, the bathroom, and the garage. End the program by singing the Quills Up song, which follows a catchy tune that they will easily be able to sing along with. Have them spread back out and pass out your arts and crafts materials, which you definitely remembered to bring. And when it's time to say goodbye, end by singing the song again and have Spike say goodbye to the children with you. During your presentation, students may have questions about some of the material you're covering. An example of an appropriate question from Sally. Wait, so I can never go in my bathroom or kitchen again? What if I'm hungry or if I need to go to the bathroom? You can answer, of course not, Sally. You can still go in the bathroom and in the kitchen. Just make sure you're not touching, smelling, or tasting any dangerous items or items you're unsure of. An example of an inappropriate question from Timmy. So you're telling me I can never go in the bathroom again? I'm supposed to poop in my room? You don't want to encourage this kind of language. Once kids see you laughing at something, they'll understand this as you reinforcing the behavior. Answer: Timmy, please don't use those words in your question, and then give him an answer similar to the one you gave Sally. If any questions make you feel uncomfortable, feel free to tell the students that that question is inappropriate or that they should ask their parents when they get home. Throughout the video, I've been mentioning classroom management. Preschoolers are small, but their attitudes and personalities are mighty. Knowing the names of your students, especially the rowdy ones, will come in very handy. Students tend to be very responsive to their names. For example, if Timmy is talking while I'm talking, instead of just saying, "Hey, stop talking," I can say, "Oh, sorry, Timmy, it's my turn to talk," letting him know that he'll have a turn once I'm done talking to tell me what he wanted to say. Make sure you're firm with the kind of language you'll allow in your classroom discussions. There are also some ways that you can help calm down a chatty preschool classroom using clapping patterns. A lot of classrooms already have a clapping pattern set up, but if they don't, it's something you can easily teach the students at the beginning. Something like, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. And the students answer with, 1, 2, eyes on you, followed by silence. Another thing you could do would be a clapping pattern with no words. And then the students would clap back the same pattern. And you could do it twice. Once you, then them, twice you, then them. The little preschoolers probably wouldn't be able to clap out the pattern and talk at the same time. So this helps quiet them down and they get excited to be able to follow you in the clapping pattern. When it's time to wrap up your lesson, be interactive and grab their attention one more time. Give examples of things so they can say, "Quill's up, stay away," or "Quill's down, it's okay." This interaction will help students to practice what they learned in a safe way. Now that you know how to break the ice, structure your presentation, answer questions, and manage a classroom, I think it's time we learn the Quill's Up song. If you don't know what it is, stay away. If you don't know what it is, stay away. If you don't know what it is, find a grown-up right away. If you don't know what it is, stay away. If you think it might be poison, stay away. If you think it might be poison, stay away. If you think it might be poison, find a grown-up right away. If you think it might be poison, stay away. Now you're prepared with the knowledge and skills to teach students our program's important message about poison prevention.